Picture two men, Victor and Trevor. Same age, same neighborhood, same starting line. They both turned 40 on the same day. No inheritance, no shortcuts, no lucky breaks. Fast forward 15 years. Victor wakes up without an alarm. No rush, no stress, no boss waiting. His time belongs to him, and his money works quietly in the background, even while he sleeps. Trevor, still waking up early, still checking his bank account before grocery shopping, still counting how many more years he has to work before he can finally breathe. Same starting point, completely different ending. And here's the truth most people don't want to hear. The difference didn't happen at 55. It started at 40. Most people think their 40s are just another phase. Maybe a checkpoint, maybe a crisis, maybe just more of the same. But financially, your 40s are the most powerful decade of your life, and most people waste it without even realizing. Let's break it down. In your 20s, you had time, but no money. In your 30s, you had some money, but also chaos, bills, responsibilities, maybe kids. But in your 40s, something rare happens. You start to have both. More income, more stability, less chaos. And that combination, time plus money, is powerful. It doesn't last forever. But while it's there, it can change everything. This is where compound interest stops being theory and starts becoming real. If you invest $500 a month starting at 40, at an average 8% return, by 65, you'll have around $475,000. Start just 5 years later, at 45, and that drops to about $295,000. Same effort, same money, less time. That's nearly $180,000 gone, just because you waited. Victor understood this. Trevor said, "I'll start next year." And that's where everything changed. Not with a big decision, just a small delay, repeated over time. So why do people reach their 40s unprepared? 2 words: lifestyle inflation. Trevor didn't waste money, he upgraded. Better car, bigger house, nicer vacations, more comfort. And it felt like progress, because from the outside it looked like success. But underneath, nothing changed. There's a name for this: hedonic adaptation. The more you have, the more normal it feels, and the more you need, just to feel the same. Trevor wasn't getting ahead. He was running faster, just to stay in place. By his mid-40s, his entire life depended on one thing: his paycheck, mortgage, car payments, lifestyle. So if that income stopped, everything collapsed. That's not freedom. That's a cage. Victor saw the same situation and made a different choice. He stopped asking, "How much do I make?" and started asking, "How much do I keep? And what is it doing for me?" That one shift changed everything. Because income requires effort, but assets work without you. Every dollar Victor invested became a worker in index funds, savings, small income streams. Nothing flashy, nothing risky, just consistent. While Trevor was upgrading his lifestyle, Victor was building an army of assets working 24/7. And then he focused on one powerful number: his financial independence number. If you can live off 4% of your investments each year, you're free. Need $60,000 a year? You need about $1.5 million invested. It sounds big, but clarity changes behavior. Trevor had no target. He just spent what was left. Victor had a plan, and plans create discipline. So what did that look like? Trevor used his home equity to upgrade his lifestyle. Victor used it to build income. Trevor contributed the minimum to retirement. Victor maxed it out every year. Trevor relied on one income. Victor built multiple streams. And socially, same friends, same pressure. Trevor said yes to everything: trips, upgrades, lifestyle. Victor said no, quietly, consistently. Not because he couldn't afford it, but because he understood the cost. Because everything you say yes to is something else you're saying no to. Trevor chose comfort now. Victor chose freedom later. And here's the hardest truth. Trevor wasn't irresponsible. He worked hard, paid his bills, looked successful. But looking successful and building wealth are not the same thing. Victor understood that. Trevor never questioned it. And over time, those small decisions created two completely different lives. No luck, no magic moment, just consistency. Assets over expenses, planning over impulse, future over comfort. And now, here's what matters. You're not here by accident. If you're thinking about this, you're already ahead. Your 40s are not a warning. They're an opportunity. The window is still open. The math still works. But it won't wait forever. Every year you delay, the cost increases, not just in money, but in freedom. So the real question is not, can you do this? The real question is, who will you choose to become? Victor or Trevor? Because in the end, freedom isn't built in one big moment. It's built in small decisions, made consistently, over time. If this made you think, don't ignore that feeling. Subscribe for more real insights on money, mindset, and freedom. No hype, no shortcuts, just what actually works. See you in the next one.